We're here to talk February TBR. Hi there, welcome to my channel. My name is Crystal and this is Books Forever After, where I sit on my floor, we talk about everything and all things books and nothing but the books. Alright, well, that was fast. And we're already here for February TBR. I mean, January was fast or slow depending on your perspective, and that feels like that changed day by day. I have gotten a little bit of a hiatus the whole January. The winter season, just a thing. I feel like I'm saying the same old every time, but yeah, January just went by so fast and so slow at the same time. So it definitely had, I think, the winter blues. It really wasn't in the mood to film or whatever, and with everything going on in the world, it just felt a little just one more thing and just too much. So that means for February that definitely affected my reading, so I didn't really read as much as I thought. I think I finished 4 or 5 books, and I DNF'd a couple. So usually in January I read up to 10 books, and I really didn't surpass that. I barely read 8. So yeah, that definitely shone throughout how I was doing for January. So that just means for February, I'm going to be a little kinder to myself and not do a TBR jar this month, and just mood read as much as possible. So I have some books here that are at the current time what I want to read. Besides my mood reader book club, I really want to mood read as much as possible. So these are options and never promised, as always. But with that said, let's go ahead and talk about these books. Okay, so to start us off, I do have an exciting thing. I mean, I just mentioned mood reading, but what is one more read along to join, right? I've also joined Read Along with Tara. So her and I are going to do a read along for the Palace of Rogues series by Julianne Long. So we are starting with Lady Daring Takes a Lover. There is 9 books, and this is book 1. This is a library copy that I borrowed. I am super excited to read this series because I hear such great things about this series, and I'm just along for the ride. So will be a very casual read along. We're not gonna think, it's not too involved, it's just reading the book and talking about it. Our first one is going to be February 28th at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time and on Tara's channel, and we're going to flip-flop every other month as well. So in March it'll be on my channel for book 2. Just keep your eye out for those announcements. Most likely we will just announce it here or on Instagram on our own personal Bookstagrams accounts, so just keep an eye out for that, especially on our stories and such. And hopefully we can also make a YouTube community post as well, just so you guys can keep informed. But yeah, I'm super excited to do this. I am definitely excited to do more focusing on historical romance, and I was super pumped that Tara asked me to join her for this. I hope to see you guys there. So I have the Jane Austen read along, so that is every other month. So in March we'll be reading Pride and Prejudice, but for February we can read Twist. And I don't have any Sense and Sensibility twists that I am necessarily in the mood to read that I found. Here, actually, I will post, here's an option for you if you want to do that, to join that. I found an Amish retelling of that, a twist, so I thought that was fun. But other than that, I'm just going to continue to join the movie viewings that's shown in the Discord for Mom Needs to Read Romance, B's Discord, and as well as joining the author interviews. I'm excited to see those. I am super pumped for the Eloisa James in end of February. So that has definitely prompted me to really want to try one of her new releases, and that is the Viscount in Love by Eloisa James. This is book 1 in the Accidental Bride series. And then I also have this one, which is Hardly a Gentleman, and so I definitely want to read this one, and if I have time I want to continue on because this one is a lot of people's favorite. I know B really enjoyed this one, so I loved a lot a lot of Eloisa James's novels over the years, for sure. I think most recently when Beauty Tames the Beast is like a Beauty and Beast retelling. I really enjoyed that last year. And some of her Duchess's series I really enjoyed as well. Super excited about this interview that Bee's doing, so I can't wait to join the live show. I think the other thing too was she has a new release and I'm really pumped that is on my anticipated releases. It's I think it's called Lady B. I'll put a picture up here. I can't think the name, the title in particular, but it is a Bluebeard retelling. And I think it's like a gothic romance, so I'm super excited about that. And I think it's more light gothic romance, more rom-com-y thing, just based off the blurb and such and the cover. But I'm super excited about it because I'm hoping this means that gothic romance is making its way back to be popular again. So super excited about that. But I just love a Bluebeard retelling, so it had me all over that. And that was releasing in May, so it's like the perfect birthday gift for me, even though it wasn't meant for that. But yeah, I'm excited. Hello, it's me again with another voiceover. With all the excitement about read-alongs, I totally forgot to mention the Lisa Kleypas read-along that Bee is co-hosting with a bunch of other booktubers. And that's the Lisa Kleypas one, where they are continuing on with the Lisa Kleypas read-along and reading the Gamblers of Craven duet. I think it's a duet. It's only 2 novels. They did the other one in January, and now we're doing Dreaming of You for this month. I think their live show is Sunday, February 15th at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And if you want all the details, just make sure you follow Bee from Amnesia Romance. I'm sure she'll be doing some postings on it because I can't remember off the top of my head. But I am so excited for this book because this has been a reread. This is one of my favorite books by Lisa Kleypas, and I'm excited to reread it. It's been years, and yeah, we got to see Derek Craven in the first one, and why can't I think of the top of my head of the first one right now, but that's okay. But the first one that we read in January, Then Came You. That's what it is. Now it came to me as I'm knowing it. Then Came You. Wow, this is a very hilarious voiceover. But anyway, so excited for that. And now as I'm watching this as well, I am doing a lot of historical romance, and I'm not mad about it at all. So excited for all of the historical romance this month. With that, it's back to our regular scheduled programming. And if I have time, this is a rollover from January, so I am continuing on to the books I selected for my historical romance to read, my historical romance TBR, and that was Everything in the Moon by Eloisa James. I see I have Eloisa James in my mind, by Julia Quinn, and it has this lovely step back. So this is book 1 in this duology series. I forget what it's called. I think it's only 2 books in this series, but a big but here. Watching Bridgerton, I literally just binged it when it released, has me wanting to reread the Bridgerton series so bad, and I reread that series so many times. I don't know, I'm tempted to just read An Offer from a Gentleman again, because that's like my favorite one. That and Francesca's book is my favorite, When He Was Wicked, so I don't know. I don't know. We might be doing a reread. I don't know if we'll do the whole series, but I might just do An Offer from a Gentleman, but we'll see. We'll see how it goes, because the part 2 will be releasing at the end of February as well, so yeah, it's always a battle to decide, do I reread, or do I read a book I haven't read before? So that is the mood reader problem right there. Alright, and then we have this one I've been wanting to read, and it has like a winter, from my understanding, so a winter feeling, so I want to read this one for sure. It's called A King So Cold by Ella Fields. This is a duology, so if I really like this one, definitely want to read book 2 possibly this month or the following. But this one is basically, she is like the villain, supposedly, like her husband once like is going to get married or something like that. Hold on a second. It said, there lived a princess so cruel that even her husband tried to destroy her. And so It left her without a father, her husband without a memory, and herself as queen to a kingdom on the cusp of war. After learning of her treasonous husband's upcoming nuptials, she sets out to find him and locked him in her dungeon. Nice, nice. That is really cool. Okay, so yeah, that is so interesting on this one. So I have a feeling betrayal, angst, second chance romance, I'm hoping. So super excited to read this one. And February is also Valentine's month, so I just feel like the angstier the better, as always. So yeah. And then of course we will be doing the Mood Reader Book Club book. As of filming, we had to delay our book club books. We haven't picked one yet. As soon as we announce that, I think actually it's going to be, as you're seeing it, 2 days before. So I'm posting this on Sunday, February 1st. So we should have had our live already. And I think we'll probably do a quick poll from my understanding. Usually we select like 2 now. We're starting this year, and have you guys pick which one, and the most popular one, we'll read those ones from those 2 or 3 selections we choose from. Hello, it's me again with another voiceover, 2-in-1 video. What do you know? So the books that we have chosen are to select from for the poll, so that way you guys can go check and make this selection, is The Deed, Love is Blind, and The Switch, all by Lindsay Sands. So we needed a little bit of a mix-up. We've been doing some fantasy romances, so those are the 3 selections. So go ahead and go vote. I will put that community post that I posted, the link down below, so you guys can go choose which ones we're going to do for February for Mood Reader Book Club. So yeah, I'll keep that up, and then we'll probably post on February 2nd what the book selection was. The other one that I want to read is The Heir of Illusion. I do have, I can't remember the author's name right now, but I'll post a picture up here. It is an e-arc from NetGalley for that one, and that is releasing February 10th. So I definitely want to read that one very, very soon, so I can get my review published before it gets published. Because I'm trying to improve that NetGalley rating, which is always very difficult. But yeah, that is it. So I will post anytime we do that. Go ahead and just make sure you follow the Mood Reader Book Club Instagram. That way you can be notified of that. I also post it on my personal one as well. So we'll post on what we decide that a book is, or what has been decided that our book club book is going to be. Usually we will have a reading sprints. It'll be on April's channel for February, and then Elijah will be on my channel. So just make sure you have your notifications so that way you can be notified when we do post those announcements. Alright, so that is it. This is going to be super short and sweet. Going to see how this month goes. I might put in like a dark contemporary romance in there as well, depending on my mood. But yeah, that's really it. And just gonna let the mood reader mood kind of direct me this month to give myself a little bit more grace, so I can try to catch up in filming, as I'm always trying to do, because you know, gotta get the motivation to be right here in front of you guys. So yeah, all right, well, that is it. Let me know if you're going to join any of the read-alongs or any of the live shows, and let me know what book for February that you are most excited to read. As always, I'll have my links down below, my Instagram, my Goodreads, and my bookish wish list. And with that, I will see you in the next one. Bye.